What's up guys, I'm here in Tokyo. I've flown in to show you guys 3 brand new concepts from Nissan. We've got 1, 2, 3, Sergi's here. In this video, we're going to also hear from the head designer of Nissan. This is called the Hyperforce. This has got some really cool design features. Should we just start with the door? Open this up.
Oh.
You're already impressed, right?
I am.
I'm going to show you one of the coolest interiors. Now the steering wheel comes out. Now watch this. Watch these panels and all across. So come towards you.
That is crazy.
How cool is that?
They don't just come like out, they then separate.
This right here, boom,
That is cool.
They go up. And down here, boom, they come out. Now, the reason for that is because of better downforce and cornering. Right?
I guess it looks cool. I mean, let's just get real, right? It's just super cool. Do you want to test how strong it is by putting your finger in there and closing it?
No, thank you. No.
I think it's probably pretty strong.
This car has also been developed in conjunction with Nismo, right? The performance division of Nissan.
Okay.
So what they wanted to do is not just design a car that looks really cool, but it's actually functional. Like they want some of these, or this look, to continue on into the future. We're gonna light her up in the front.
What is that?
You see that? It's like a little Rubik's Cube thing. That's the car's logo.
Ah, okay.
And then the lights go on here all across the front.
The windshield wiper has this kind of like carbon fiber on it too.
Carbon fiber everywhere. Everywhere that you can see, even here on the front lip, right here.
It's just so funny that they'd save even like 100 grams of weight through like a windshield wiper made out of carbon fiber.
Take a look at this, more carbon fiber here. But what's interesting is here on the top, there's actually an outlet for the heat, right? You see this? But if you look at the back wheel, it's not here. Now the reason for that is because this is better aerodynamically if it's sealed off in the back, right?
What does this stand for?
So this is going to be like 1,300 horsepower. Door open is a little triangle, which is very cool. We can
Pop
open
it open
this.
so we can wave.
Here we go. And look at all the carbon fiber here as the door opens up. Look at all of it. It's just everywhere. And now we can see the tunnel effect.
Oh yeah,
Sergi?
That's pretty cool.
Now around the back, one of my favorite features is actually the tail lights. This is the turning signal. It's blinking at the moment. This, you can't actually see the light. They've got the light bar in the back here, so they're actually just lighting up that space. It's a tunnel of light. You see what I mean? So they've really gone into a lot of detail here.
Yeah, and what are these like teeth? That's pretty cool. I mean, is that a design thing or?
No, it's mainly function, right? So this is going to be a movable wing, and so the carbon will be able to bend with the wing, and in order to allow some space for it to bend, it will kind of bend in towards, you see it's created space here. And also they needed to like disrupt the airflow coming off this as well. Now down here, this rear diffuser is special because this is patented. Look, it's a double-decker rear diffuser. The overall effect of this car is like a Japanese blade slicing through the air.
Okay. If you want to talk about like Japanese inspired things, let's go to this car. So this is actually really cool. First of all, let's open the doors. There we go.
There we go.
There it is. Doors are huge, by the way.
Cool.
All right.
You see a lot of these kind of boxy Japanese
we'll get there.
cars on the road.
First of all, before we go inside, is that the entire car looks like it's levitating now, right? And the reason why they've done that is it's kind of like inspired by the Japanese magnetic levitating train. And yeah, look, it covers the wheel, so it actually looks like it's floating.
That's cool.
Like, it does look like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Imagine seeing the doors open and this thing just kind of gliding down the street. Pretty cool. Speaking of things levitating, the chairs are also levitating. This is like a digital Japanese tatami. So when you go to like, you know, like a Japanese inspired house, you see a tatami on the ground. This is a digital tatami mat.
That's cool, and I like how you display the sky on the floor.
Yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
like floating seat, floating over a sky. I think that's pretty cool. When you go down the middle, look at this. Bop. Little customized tea set just for this car.
Cute.
And I think that the cups are also pretty cool. I mean, look at this. Oh, the front seats can rotate 360 degrees. These are now rotated backwards. But what's cool is on the headrest, this little glass piece right there is actually an AI-powered system that can read your biometrics. So it scans your brain, it scans your heart, different things, and it's able to tell you, you know, like, Alex, you look stressed today. I'm going to recommend a nice little classical piano song to relax you.
This is like a skeleton kind of backbone feature. It kind of kind of like a whale skeleton. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so huge
I
that
said the back one.
Yeah.
So I actually asked about this as well. Basically, what this does is it helps them like add the lighting and different kind of parts without looking too intrusive. You know, if you just stuck lights in there, it would look a little bit like weird.
It's
this is like, you know, let's keep it, you know,
and it's floating as well, right?
Yeah. Now let's go to the front.
Yes.
So,
yes, I love the front.
at the front, you have all these little squares. This is also inspired by Japanese kumiko. So that's basically like different pieces of wood held together without any kind of nails. So they start off with a physical kumiko here, and then it continues with a digital one up there. You see that? The squares go from physical to digital.
I thought that this was actually squared off, but it actually goes in.
It's literally like a front spoiler. This is like a luxurious van. This actually produces downforce at the front. The air goes through there, pushes it down.
Cool.
So I mean, you can be sending this thing on a corner and it'll be pressed down against the ground.
I actually think this is so cool. And the Nissan is floating as well. It goes all the way.
Yeah. This light bar as well goes 360 degrees around the car.
Look at those wheels.
I know, right? This is like,
what's going on
crazy.
here?
So what we just said about the kumiko, it also translates to the wheels. These are stacked like this. And what's craziest is they're even center locking. If you're on a luxury little trip, you need an emergency wheel change. You stop, pit stop. You change the wheels, no problem.
Cool. They've really gone all out with these concepts. You know, there's not just one cool little feature here or there. They're just like everything they've ever imagined, you know, from their entire design lives. They're just like, yes, and the wheels are going to be like just as epic as the front. The interior is going to be as epic as the wheels.
I know. And
like
they've actually done
everything into
and
it.
It's not even one car, they've done like 3. But this is the back. It's completely flat, and this is actually called the Hyper Tourer. Obviously, because you're going to be touring around.
In luxury. Let's go over to the third concept of the Jeep. Now this is the Nissan Hyper Punk. This is like the rebel car of the 3. So instead of having smooth, flat edges, they've actually gone for this like kind of polygon effect everywhere. Even the tires have this polygon effect.
I love the triangle LED.
And then the triangle. And so when you're driving around, this is the only bit that lights up, so it looks like your wheels are triangles. Now, how did they come up with this? The designers were using a software to design it, and then they pressed a button and it turned into a polygon shaped design. And they're like, hang on a minute, that works.
It's almost like a low-res kind of render or something. I think like PlayStation 2 graphics instead of like PlayStation 5, and they're like, you know what, wait, hold it. Yes. That looks pretty cool.
This is obviously fully electric. So the designer's like, well, hang on a minute, we miss exhaust pipes.
That's right.
You know, so what they've done is they've made digital exhaust pipes. Look.
It's like a flaming exhaust now. I can barely tell the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a real exhaust, right?
This piece right here, it's like these little lines, they light up. There's just so much flashing going on. Yeah, this is super cool. I feel like the car is alive right now.
Yeah. Now, another huge part of Japanese culture is origami, right?
Yep.
So these are all kind of like little origami cranes that they put here along the door. They've actually hidden the drive, reverse, neutral, and start in the origami pattern, which is quite cool.
So basically, this car has cameras everywhere, and what it's able to do is convert live scenery into manga scenery. So you see that right there? That's like kind of manga. So imagine you're driving down the street. It would be able to convert like wherever you're driving through into a real life
manga version.
Manga version. That's super cool.
Yeah, even the throttle and the brake are these
like triangle and squares? They're
polygons. I'm not going to admit that I actually Googled what is a polygon.
Oh, come on.
Okay, what is it then?
Anything that has multiple sides. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 100%.
Okay. All right, we'll go with that then. Well, we have someone really special with us tonight to talk to us about these gems. This is Alfonso. He's the head of design at Nissan, the almighty creator we're going to go with.
Wow, we're going to...
You mentioned something off camera, and I want you to talk to me about this because it wasn't immediately obvious to me, but now it is. Nissan GTR 50, it has some kind of design elements from that. Why?
The designer is the same.
Same designer.
Of course, GTR 50 was an homage to all the things we love about motorsports and racing and GTR and all of these things on a different Italian skin.
Yep.
And here it was about, you know, what the electrification was going to do for us.
This is the future.
This is the future. So what part do you link to our wonderful culture? At the end of the day, the GTR is an engineer's car. It's a mad scientist in our company.
All of your engineers kind of look like Einstein. You know, they've got hair up to here and
their eyes,
a little bit of...
the eyes, just the way they work with us and stuff like that. So they gave us some concepts from the very beginning of how they envisioned the wind should go through this car. Because at the end of the day, They want the car to be much more slippery, but they want a lot of downforce.
Favorite feature, design feature?
I kind of like
These ones, yeah.
because these are
very
also from a
unexpected.
purpose. The wind was coming nicely over here, but it's not creating enough downforce.
Right.
The designers came up with a solution that at the end we almost prefer. And of course the flip-ups and stuff like that.
Like why is the nose just so...
Each culture does have a kind of iconography
Yeah.
of what they love. They're not minivans. They're not that kind of thing. These are luxury
Yes.
vehicles.
Well, this looks super luxury.
So we wanted the maglev because Japan, finally we're going to have a maglev.
Yeah.
This fluidity and effortless flight silence.
Yeah.
And so here, the design team created this shape that is so fluid and effortless. But you asked me my favorite part, the front.
Yeah?
When the designer came to us with this shape that's a triangle
Yeah.
going out. I mean, this is breaking almost every rule of good taste and beauty. And the volume, like inside view, you feel
Yeah,
this
it's
huge
huge.
volume, but somehow,
Again,
as
very
it
solid,
gets
right?
to the back, it's almost all of these volumes are getting lighter. The Hyperforce also plays with this. The three of them play with this. The wind that goes
Yes.
through the car. And then of course inside we surrounded the driver with paper cranes.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's so origami
Because
style.
we
Why
We
not?
couldn't come up with a reason why we shouldn't.
Right.
So
right.
we did.
Yeah, I love it. I've never seen that
So-
before. 3 amazing concepts from Nissan. A massive thank you to Nissan for inviting us here to Tokyo to show you guys these incredible cars. What do you think? Pop your comments in the comment section. Thanks, Serge.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to see so many more cool things from the show that we're at the moment. That's coming. All right, I think we're out. Love you guys. Bye.